Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia kaha takarasa niniariata atarata. Happy New Year. Happy Mercury direct. Araskanani itakatata atara arasahananita arashayata. It is Rosh Hashanah, and it's the Hebrew New Year. Niaraha sakatitiriara. It is also Mercury station direct. Iskatakariata tatiriarata. Besides being the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah is it's two other things. It is a day of judgment, but it's us judging ourselves, us assessing ourselves. Yes, it's the start of the High Holy Days. It's the start of the days of awe. It's also the celebration of Adam and Eve and the initiation of humanity in God's world, in God's plan. They all have something to do with each other. Little bugs here. I'm here at the Weeping Bottle Brush Tea. Ya asana atakatata, hisha ataharatu kuturu hushikatata. When any planet is in retrograde, it is an opportunity to go within and explore the theme of what this planet means. And most people see Mercury retrograde as the excuse that the universe is going to mess up communication, mess up our luck, mess up our money, mess up our travel. Water is life, my friends. Here we go. Excuse me. But to me, it's a time of reflection and going within to review. How do I communicate? Am I a positive individual? Am I moving forward with communication? Am I just speaking from the hip? Or am I focused on my words and my intentions? And to me, that's what each of the retrogrades, that's the theme of them. To me, I'm about self-empowerment, and with, there we go, bug in the eye. Sometimes there are bugs in our experience, our awareness, and how we deal with them. I'm still going to record. In the description below, we've got links of descriptions of Rosh Hashanah and what does it mean, and what are the themes involved? What are the high holy days? Tomorrow we're going to do something special. We're going to do a release video. So maybe take the time today. Listen to your favorite meditation music. Sit down, go within, and what are the things that no longer serve? What are some of the things that are blocking you from being your true authentic self, living your dream, manifesting your dream, or with this idea of communicating effectively? How does your heart wish to communicate on what you wish to create? The end of the High Holy Days is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. We're going to do something special on that day as well, where during these 10 days of reflection, we can then atone for what we've done wrong. how we haven't been serving ourselves, our heart center, or serving others. But today, it's a day of celebration. It's a day of reflection. And how do we start living this abundant life, transforming ourselves to be our best self, our true authentic self? There are several videos in the description box and descriptions of many of these topics. Mercury, your excuse from the universe is gone. If you blamed Mercury retrograde for any of your miscommunications, well, it's time for you to reflect. It's time for us to reflect. How did we miscommunicate? How did we come off on the wrong foot? How did we come across not so abundantly or not so beautifully? This is for us. This is for our self-improvement. And technically, today, as of yesterday, 4:21 p.m. Eastern, it was Mercury station direct. Mercury's moving forward, positive communication, but we're still in the shadow aspect of, we're retracing the path of the retrograde. So what came up during retrograde, maybe we can right those wrongs or reflect on those things that came up. Okay, I put the pause on that light language there. I was just like, is it really relevant? Katita arana isa hata ahasi arhukutor utana hasa ashi hasa aka ase atatakari atatatiri ratata. So let's share a few breaths and maybe reflect on. So these are the days of awe. And what kind of awe? Is it like this awesome celebration? Is this humble awe that we realize we are such an insignificant speck in this universe? Whatever brings out your awe, is it a humble, graceful awe? Is it a celebratory awe? So I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And maybe we slow down and take a few breaths together as I share an image. As we focus our awareness on our breath, where we breathe in relaxing, and we breathe out releasing. Breathing in the new, releasing all the thoughts. Breathing in the peace. I'm breathing out resistance as we settle in, as we relax in. Now let us imagine this Garden of Eden. Let's imagine being in this most abundant garden where there's so many fruits that this world has to offer. All of them simply ripe for the picking. As we walk around this Garden of Eden, where you have planted the seeds, and these bushes and these trees have grown, and the flowers have grown, and the birds and the bees are cooperating, and the insects are cooperating to pollinate, to help create this abundance of this garden. This awe. What type of awe are you feeling when you walk around this abundance that is given to you, free of charge? Worthy or not worthy, this abundance is yours. What kind of awe are you experiencing? Where there is no judgment, where when you judge yourself, a walk around this abundant garden, you feel the acceptance, the energy that is non-judgmental, that what you claim that you have done wrong is not held against you. And these abundant riches of the garden are yours, simply by reaching out and plucking it from the tree, from the bushes, or simply by being there, in it, and with it. What type of awe are you experiencing? And then as the angels then present themselves and share with you this true love, this love of acceptance, this love of beauty, this total appreciation of who you are, where any of life's questions are answered. Where your angels and the archangels are here for you. Whether you see them simply as angels or simply as messengers. Whether you see it as your higher self, your guides. These are your support staff, your support people. All the people who love you and support you no matter what. Your cheering section, sharing with you the abundance of this physical world and the spiritual world. Loving you no matter what. As you look at those items, those ideas that you're holding against yourself, that you are judging yourself, and that your people, your angels, your guides are not holding these against you. Does that give you the strength to let them go? Does that give you the strength to see the value in them, to learn from them, to integrate them, to release them? To adopt the abundant you. To love the abundant you. Both physically and spiritually. In body, in mind, and in spirit. As we thank our angels and guides, as we thank this Garden of Eden, as we thank ourselves for this vision, for this experience. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Utotor anahatka arasa ashi tokoro hatakaya. Hasa anataka hashisa ata ishohoto utor anahaka asi katiara atata arahataka diariartata. Now there's this idea with the Hebrew calendar, all based on the 7 days of creation. Shabbat, the Sabbath, Atikiarata Arasanahiriata. And year 6000 in the Hebrew calendar. And just yesterday at sunset, we moved into 5784. This idea of the 6000th is the end of the 6th day, where the 7th day is the Shabbat, the Sabbath, the day of rest, which is akin to this Satya Yuga. It's akin to this age of peace. Sa'ayaka utur utanataka sha asa ehekatakaryatata. Siha takarata anananatyariatako. And interestingly, it is 216 years until year 6000. Kucha atar arhanaka asi ekatatur utukurashaha. 216 is 108 plus 108. Tumalas askahashia rata atakaryata atitakaryata. And year 6000 will come about on this exact day, sunset, on September 16th, 2240. So exactly 216 years to this day. As we reinvent ourselves, or as we reflect on ourselves and we step into our embodied selves, our dreams start to come true. Our heart center, takes a more forward role in our lives, our heart mind. As we allow our eyes, our ears, our nose and mouth, our senses, all to come through our heart center. Allowing us to see from our heart, listen from our heart, and feel from our heart, taste and smell from our heart, to live from our heart. In abundance. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Happy New Year. Happy New Now. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Asahaya hishohotoro ayakachanahatakarata.